Yeah, I'm not sure. It's either going to be the best of 3 or it's going to be the standard double elimination. Looks like we are
Either
underway,
way.
however.
Yep. Fighter Sword in Link's house. Classic.
Yep. We are not going to be swordless today.
So it looks like they're both going for the opening up to Hyrule Castle. We get a quick map check.
Interesting.
I saw 2 and 4 on EP and Hera. I did not see if it was Pendant or Crystal on DP, though. Hey, looks like Ack gonna do a pull of the tree, which gives some decent rupees, really.
80 rupees is nothing to sneeze at.
Looks like Batman Cave is in the Uncle Escape area. Looks like Ack is going to get a second tree pull here. Farm up some rupees so he has easy access to the merchant once they get to Kakariko.
Yep, and another 50 for some bombs if he needs them.
And this being entrance shuffle, well, we're going
assuming he finds a place to buy bombs.
Hey,
so
Death
this
Mountain.
is Death Mountain.
Welcome to Death Mountain.
Excellent.
What is on Spectacle Rock today? A heart. And there's
inside
Pod.
Spectacle Rock is the Mullet Dungeon. It's Mullet Dungeon.
See. Mullet Dungeon? Is that what we're calling this now?
Yeah, it's business in the front, party in the back.
Ah, yeah, that's fair. Looks like Furaime is going to opt to not check the first chest here, which does have a key, so it's possible continue. And he changes his mind and does indeed continue.
Yep. So we've got a fairly synced up race here at the moment.
Oh yeah, here's a fun fact of this race, by the way. We are currently spectating, or I'm commentating for the 2 players that beat me in this tournament.
So, there you go.
That's a fun coincidence. I don't know who to root for.
I mean, you could just be going for like massive commentator's revenge here.
I mean, I'm not gonna curse
for
anything, but I sure hope this is an interesting seed. Cough.
I'm not saying that may your seed or life be interesting is an ancient Chinese curse, but it's close.
Okay, so they're both traveling through Pod right now. Looks like Akka's going to check the middle chest, while Furaime is going to go straight to the back. I believe both players are pretty confident in their Dark Room strats, so I imagine neither will have too much issue navigating the maze. Ooh, Ack found the big key, though, so that's going to be a bonus chest for him in the back. He also got a key, so he's able to check it.
Indeed. It does look like there are enough keys available that they won't be really locked out of much.
Though Furaime did check the middle of the bottom room, he might get locked out of the maze itself.
That's possible.
Depends on what's in the basement.
He does have 2 chests to get down in the room full of money and anti-fairies.
Yep, they're both gonna be getting a lot of money really early from between Tree and Pod. Hey, there's a key, so yep. They'll both be able to access everything, but Ack has the bonus of being able to check the big chest.
And of course, there are a couple of chests that are inaccessible on account of not having the bow.
Yep, one of them is guaranteed to be a key.
Yes.
And I believe the other one has to be either an item or a dungeon item at this point, based off of the 2 keys we found in the back half. Furaime, unfortunately, taking a death on the way up.
Yes. Going into 3 heart Pod with 3 hearts is a little bit treacherous. Especially going into the dark maze with 3 hearts.
Yep, hopefully they don't get sniped out.
Looks like Furaime might be having a bit of stream trouble.
Yeah. So he is going to get the big key, so this will be helpful for him.
It's not permanent, thankfully. We're just getting a little bit of a slideshow is all.
Oh, he did death warp. Okay, I looked away right when he died, so I wasn't sure if he had death warped or not. But according to chat, it looks like he death warped to do the hammer jump.
Fans of the blue boomerang will note that both players have access to that. That was in the back room there.
Oh, Oh, Ack almost getting sniped out by a Dodongo, I believe.
Ack doing his best fire dodging.
They're relentless. Oh no.
Oh.
Relentless Dodongoing.
Oh, those are Dodongos in this game?
I think they're Dodongos? Maybe? I don't know.
That's nice to know.
Uh,
Finding the Brothers Hut, just south of the Spectacle Rock.
Yep, so it looks like Acktheboker is deciding to not try the Dark Maze on 3 Hearts again, which is
And
fair.
that takes him to the east side of Death Mountain.
Good to know.
Would normally be the Spiral Cave.
Yep. That was the bottom of Spectacle Rock. Looks like Furaime is indeed trying the hammer jump. We have no idea if it's successful yet, but we'll see. Hopefully we figure out what item is at some point.
Yep, looks successful to me.
Yep, he got something.
He got a thing in a box.
Indeed.
There's the bottom of Spiral Cave.
Okay. One of these has to be the old man and exit.
This is true.
Or Hyrule Castle.
This is the front end of Hyrule Castle, so we got Mountain Castle, I guess. Hyrule Mountain.
Yep.
I don't even know.
Looks like there was a compass in the Dark Maze. In Pod.
Yep.
From the quick little snippets we see.
Yep. We are seeing a compass. He got ice boots? What? Ack finding an actual heart container, so we don't have to feel gimped with 3 hearts anymore.
Yes, the 4th heart helps. Furaime, I'm going to assume he death warped out after getting the 2nd chest.
Seems likely.
In there long enough to have gotten them both. We, as of yet, have no idea if any of them are useful, but hopefully we get a snippet of a menu check at some point. I'm not sure if this is quick swap or not.
It indeed is.
Yep.
Which means we will probably not see much menu checking at all.
Well, maybe we'll see him switch to an item that he... Oh, EP has been found at the bottom of West Death Mountain, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was the entrance cave. Could have been Old Man Cave. Slideshow is messing with me.
So once again, EP and Pod close to the same spot.
Yep. And once again, we just barely miss what's in that first chest. Ack tries this normal sword strat for the ball and chain guard, but takes a hit and is like, nope.
Yep, he always doesn't want a death warp here though to get out
Yeah.
of the front again. So.
Yep. That is a legit strategy. I haven't even thought of that. Now Hyrule Castle has... Yeah, so we have the big key in that chest in Eastern Palace. Hyrule Castle is a interesting location as there are a lot of exits. So that you can get thrown all over the place.
Pretty easy to get back and forth as well. Small. It sends
There's
them
Old
back
Man
at the
Cave.
bottom of... Or,
So I
Old
guess
Man Cave,
I guess I know where Eastern was.
Yep.
Right?
Looks like a compass.
Yep.
So far only dungeon items we've seen, and one. and
One other item
exits
plus-
out at Desert Palace. So
Yep.
nowhere interesting for Hyrule Castle to go.
That's not gonna get you anything new there.
And the book won't get anything either. And there's the map, so there's definitely an item in the first chest.
Yep.
I think Ack is gonna clue us into what it is here soon, I imagine. Yep, there he goes. So that means Old Man must be at Hera? Oh no, it's right here. Where did Furaime go then?
It might have been the exit of the Old Man's Cave.
Okay. No, because I think he might have gone to East Death Mountain and gone there.
It's possible. You know what?
I
We will
believe
find out.
I believe Ack checked both of the drop-down points, right?
Yes.
Spectacle Rock, yeah.
So Furaime is now doing the dark room that I'm actually comfortable with.
Getting a Cane of Burna, looks like.
All right. The Cane of Brian, technically locking some things in the new logic.
Yeah, Spike Cave would now be technically checkable once they find Hammer. But
yeah. Also, the chest that's in the spikes in Mire and the one in Ice Palace, I think.
yeah. So Ack going down to check the back half of Escape now. Decided to save and quit out. Looks like Furaime found Bombos in King's Tomb, which was, I believe, next to EP. Power gloves.
All right.
And there
Power
is an
gloves
item.
Are there, and they're so bad.
They're so bad, they're so useful.
Correct. That is the plan.
Yeah, I'm guessing it looks like East DM was actually where.
Cool. Cool. So we found Swamp Palace on the southeast side of East Death Mountain. We have no idea where the dam is, but we know where We know where Swamp is.
Yep. Okay, looks like he made it to the room with the chest.
Ack fumbling around in the dark, looking for a chest.
There you go, got it. Just 20 rupees, though.
Not a particularly lucrative trip, but you don't want to just leave that hanging there. That'll just be hanging over your head the whole time. Just be like, oh, I should go back and get it.
Especially once you find the lamp, like, I should have gone. Oh, okay. So, the old man is hanging out over at Desert Palace. Along with Ice Palace. And the ledge has Ether. That's two of the three medallions.
Although, that's split one apiece between our competitors.
Yep, indeed.
One of them gives you access to Ice Palace, technically. I mean, once you get the mitts and flippers. The other may or may not be useful.
So it's like Ack is finally going to make his way over to the Kakariko area.
Yep. It's been a long time since we've seen a seed where Kakariko was so late. Ack just taking the plunge.
Yep, an interesting note by our chat
Finding
today
the Lumberjack
is,
Cave.
Oh! Moon Pearl in the Lumberjack Cave. Quite useful indeed.
Yep.
But yeah, we definitely have a chance for an early Ice Palace being available here. But we do have... It would have to be fairly early on if like Hammer was in there, for instance.
Yes, correct.
That's the only thing we're missing for Dark World access right now. Hammer or Titan Mitts.
Yep. About to pick up the trifecta of misery. meaning now you have access to all these places, and what are you gonna do?
No. Crystal Hera.
Yep. Fire source will not be required to finish the dungeon.
Yep, only possibly for an item.
And that's not guaranteed. There's one of the two items, just an arrow upgrade. Silent Martyr, yes, the dungeon crystals are randomized between them, as well as the pendants, so they could be in any dungeon.
Yep, where they are shown is the correct dungeon for what they're at, so Hera will show up in Hera's spot if it's a crystal or not, and since they are in Hera right now, this is a crystal.
Right. Right. And you can generally, if you haven't looked at the map, you can tell by the music which type of crystal it is, or whether it's a crystal or pendant.
Yep. And Furaime hot on Axe heels.
Indeed.
Had a little bit smoother of a trip down into the sewer, so...
Taking the traditional route for the big chest.
Yep, and only getting rewarded with a compass.
Not yielding any real helpful item there.
What was the downstairs item? Was that just an arrow upgrade, I think? Something like that?
Yes, it was the +5 arrow upgrade.
Okay. So still a chance they don't have to go to the basement for the last item.
Correct.
It's a bit of a run if they do, so...
It's about 50-50 at this point. It's either going to be on Moldorm or it's going to be in the basement.
Yeah, Akka opting to use regular swipes instead of spin strike.
Yep. As long as you're keeping your distance from Moldorm, that's not a real problem. Holding your sword out makes it easier to survive a hit from Moldorm.
Yep. I do believe they do the same damage, so... And takes him down. 10 arrows.
10 arrows. Well,
so,
not an
crystal.
item you really want to see, but it's definitely more welcome than just the map.
So I would say Furaime's hot on his heels, but he's actually about 50 seconds behind stream-wise, so he's probably actually ahead of Ack right now.
Yes.
In his routing.
Ack now has tried a different tier of tree pull, got blue rubies instead of red ones.
Looks like blue on the crab as well. Oh hey, there's the hammer.
Ooh, and the hammer! The hammer
and
found.
We are opened up quite a bit already.
Uh-huh. So that was in the lumberjack hut.
Yep.
And that was the double-chested fairy room.
Ooh. Looks like we have potential for acronym to be required, though. With the
Was
well
that Kakariko well?
Yep. Well at the lumberjack cave.
There's 5 whole items in there. And you have no idea what they are. That's a little bit of a treasure trove sitting behind Aghanim.
With access to Dark World as it is, though, I doubt we'll see many runners go check there for a while. Or either of our runners.
Indeed. And you'd still have to have access to the boots, so...
Boots and the lamp, yep.
Yeah.
Plus, we don't even know where it is at the moment.
Nobody wants to do Dark Aga Tower. I've seen it done. It's not pretty.
Yeah, I tried to do it in my first race against Furaime. It was a terrible idea. Can confirm. Okay, looks like we're going to try to sync up a bit more here.
Yep.
Watch Furaime go the same directions.
Yep. The Furaime slideshow of glory. I was looking for a good noun there, couldn't find it.
Yep. So it looks like they are indeed quite close right now.
Yeah, I think somebody made a version of this for PowerPoint. I'm kidding.
Okay. So we are caught up. They are both right next to each other indeed. About to enter Kakariko to get some...
Just a fairy fountain at the fortune teller's hut. Sometimes fortune teller's hut is something most runners, if they haven't done entrance randomizer in a while, just be like, oh, don't need to go there.
Oh.
Oh,
well,
look at that.
Ganon's Tower. Not really
Ganon's
able to
Tower.
check much, but that's a convenient place for it at least. Well, somewhat convenient. Depending on when they get flute. They're still missing boots or
Couple
hookshot to
chests.
really check much.
Yeah. With proper bomb jumps, they could check a few more.
True.
And it looks like Ack may be attempting said bomb jumps.
Indeed.
As well as Furaime. They both have the same idea here.
Yep. This particular bomb jump I have issues with personally.
Yeah.
He executes it flawlessly. Looks like Furaime did as well.
One of these days I'm going to look into the actual code for exactly how bomb jumps... Whoa! Was that the blue one or the red one?
It was a blue one.
Okay.
And that was it.
So, Ice Rod found. Ice Rod early confirms Turtle Rock is pendant. Isn't that how that works?
Yeah, probably. Even though we've already seen 2 of the pendants. There's still one left. Oh, and Paradox Cave is the other one.
Goodness.
This is interesting. This might take Ack on another wild hunt somewhere. We've seen a lot of the Death Mountain entrances too, so this is interesting where this might come out.
Yep. And of course, Paradox Cave has 3 exits, and you do have to remember that.
Yep. I'm willing to bet
Sometimes
that
forget.
one of these exits or entrances will be at the right side of Desert exit.
I'm calling the 3rd one being at the race game.
Oh, yeah. That's a good call. Meanwhile, there's not really actually anything of use in here. Probably. Nope, not at all.
Nope. A whole lot of garbage. Someone decided to show up to garbage day.
Yeah, Ack not really willing to give up on the Kakariko trip quite just yet.
This is my favorite bomb jump in the game.
It's a fun bomb jump. Seems like it's a difficult one, but it actually has a decent amount of leeway, I've found.
I mean, you just set it up and then set your bomb down and let go.
There's the race game.
Hey! I mean, the wrong side of the race game, but sure.
No, the other race game is probably Thieves Town or something. I did not see what that was.
I didn't even see it.
Probably
Like,
not something important enough for him to look longer than half a second.
I was staring there watching at it and no idea.
Chess game with nothing.
Yeah. I believe the rupee was the prize, not the single arrow.
Probably.
So we don't know where the validation arrow is.
Just yet.
Just a room full of fairies there in the library.
So what's an interesting thing we could find in Kakariko? I think Kana Samari would be interesting.
Ack walking in to Ganon.
Oh, Ganon's Tower. Okay, so Ganon Tower at the Batman Cave.
Well, I mean, actual Ganon. Right?
Actual Ganon, yep.
Yeah.
Did I say
Ganon's
tower?
Tower. Yeah.
Towers in
Ganon's Tower
Kakariko.
is the Hazrula's house.
So you're going to go to Kakariko to do Ganon's Tower, to then get ported to the pyramid, to then run back to Kakariko to do Ganon.
Yep.
Great. Well, this is one of the latest I've seen Kakariko checked in an entrance. Even an entrance.
Well, if you want to farm some rupees, there's a few, but I think you got enough for now.
Yep.
Wait, have
like,
they hit the vendor up yet? I don't think so.
Nope. I don't think the bottle merchant has been gotten yet. It's like Furaime found something in the den. That or he just left to check it. Will I see it? Nope.
Nope.
We'll
No
see
idea. There's the Dark World Sanctuary, I believe.
Looks like the 5 rupee refund on the bottle merchant.
Act checking the one vanilla entrance of the game.
Yep, the one guaranteed vanilla. Well, at least you get 300 rupees out of the deal at the end of this.
One important thing to note, the opposite side, not vanilla. Do not forget.
Like Skullwoods and Swamp are 5 and 6.
Ah.
According to the merchant himself.
Oh, neat. I didn't realize the merchant gave you that information.
Yep. He gives you, just like a Sahasrahla will give you the green pendant.
Nice.
I believe that is a randomizer feature. Especially since all text is vanilla Japanese.
Right.
Yeah. The town really has not had much, has it? Oh, there's Blacksmith.
Yep. The blacksmith is there. So if we ever find the Titan's mitts, we know where to go.
Yep.
Now we can see what's in this well.
Just a piece of heart.
It's the heart piece. Okay. There wasn't anything earth-shattering.
Okay, so now I believe Ack will probably go check the bottom part of Paradox Cave where it leads out to.
Makes sense.
Nope, he's gonna go to Dark World. Never mind. That is probably a better plan anyway.
One of the side effects here of Entrance Randomizer, one of my favorites, is that you sometimes get very strange music. So coming out of the Kakariko well there, it assumed you were in the Lost Woods and started playing the Lost Woods music.
Yep. Okay, so you go check Swamp first, or Skull area first? Yep.
Yep, Skullwoods. Skullwoods, I feel, has higher value in Entrance Randomizer, because it's a vanilla location. Or at least the front end of it. And
unfortunately, it is not guaranteed to have even one item, much less two. So,
correct. But there are at least some locations you can check for an item.
Indeed. But you do have issues sometimes with getting... If this entrance that he just found is stuck on the left side with the back entrance, then you can get stuck back here and have to run all the way back to get to the Dark World. So you'll see most runners take the safe route of not falling down a hole until they know where this entrance is.
Right.
Fortunately, it's
can be
not an issue.
Treacherous.
Oh, there's the big key. And a map.
Yep. My kingdom for a mirror, you know?
What was the last pendant? Looks like Meyer is green. Yep.
Yeah.
And a key. So far, nothing. I may have accidentally cursed it.
They can go check that entrance in the back, see if it's worth anything.
Yep, there's one more chest they can check. Or Ack can check. Furaime is instead heading down to the dam area and Moldorm Cave. The backwards entrance.
Indeed.
Trapped in the corner a bit. Looks like nothing there. And then the shopping mall will be his next stop, I would imagine.
Yep. This is heading over to the Light World Shopping Mall. This visit...
Scary with two hearts.
This visit to the Light World Shopping Mall, of course, brought to you by Abercrombie & Witch. Your one-stop shop for overpriced clothing and discount potions.
I hear they have a good selection. A single rupee for his effort. I'm waiting for the witch to actually be over here now, too. Looks like Furaime managed to avoid the crabs of doom.
No crabs today.
Finds the wrong Sahasrahla
Chia
hut.
pet. Everybody's favorite chia pet with nothing in there.
And useless cave, okay.
Karkat cave, I think is what they call that.
I believe that's what that is, correct. And
A black screen.
A black screen. Nothing important apparently since he left right away.
I think that was a wood texture I saw, so it might have been Witch.
Might have been Witch. Well, hopefully Ack will check it at some point. Hey, we found the archery game. Looks like he's gonna go do a fake flipper next, which is a good call with the Moon Pearl in hand.
So, in your professional opinion, how good do you have to be at the archery game before it becomes worth it?
In my professional opinion, I've never done the archery game.
Okay.
So, not at all.
That's what I thought.
I know that it exists, and that is it. Hey, Moldorm Cave.
Nice.
This is 5 chests that are probably not worth anything. Meanwhile,
Quite
the
possible.
hobo has something that we also don't know.
I was gonna say it looked like a bottle, but that's what he holds up for a bit, and then that's just part of the sprite.
Yep.
Yeah,
Rupees,
money,
rupees,
heart
piece
piece,
of-
money,
More rupees.
money,
All the
and
rupees, all the
hearts.
That's about what I expected out of that.
Yep, treasure troves are not doing well today.
I find an entrance rando for some reason. The 5 entrance caves just are normally, or 5 chest caves are just usually don't have much of anything.
So Furaime is checking out the waterfall.
Spike cave,
It has Spike Cave in it.
which is technically checkable and logic-wise for him with the Cane of Brian.
He's got
and
Cane of Brian, hammer, and gloves.
That, though not completely true, he doesn't have the flippers that would technically be required.
Right. And I think the logic actually would require you to either have a bottle or the half magic.
Hey, desert.
Because they
So that
don't
was
want you to
in-
require to take damage.
Correct.
Yeah, so Desert Palace.
Looks like mushroom on Zora Ledge, and a piece of heart from Zora himself. So that mushroom will be an interesting thing to find later. And bottom of Mimic Cave was where the left, or the, what was it, the left side? Yeah. Left side of Desert Palace. I did not see what was on the lamp, but there was a key in the middle chest.
I'm not entirely certain he went in there.
He might have not got in there at all. Compass.
Oh yeah, he did. It was 50 rupees.
50 rupees? Okay. So know one of the items in desert.
I know how to watch things.
There's the big key.
There's a big key, which we expected.
It'll be interesting to see if he goes to check the big chest before exiting front or right side. It's a long run, but walking outside might put you out at like Ganon's tower or something, so you can't get back in.
He was thinking about it, and then he decided not to.
I believe he just had that same thought process I just said. Hey, a bow! Furaime found a bow somewhere, but it's a bow.
We have the bow in what is usually the southwest mirror cave,
Hype Cave.
and it's actually Hype Cave this time. So Hype Cave, not containing 5 chests or items, but is containing hype.
Probably
So
more
there you
hype
go.
than we actually find Hype Cave. It looks like Ack is going to opt to not check any of the other exits at the moment.
Furaime has found the Thieves Town.
Yep, looks like I would assume that's Swamp Palace.
Yeah, swamp. That was the only thing in range.
Yep.
And Thieves Town is a dungeon that, runners of this game have gotten very accustomed to running with very little equipment.
Yep, because sometimes you find it early with not much. There's a sick kid with no bottle.
Yep. I am finding the lack of bottles disturbing around here.
Quite. Makes it a quite dangerous seed. For I'm still running around at 5 hearts and green mail. Oh, Fire Rod in Thieves Town.
That's sad to hear, Flame Wolf.
There's the witch's hut.
There's the witch's shop. More shops.
So far, the trip into Thieves Town definitely paying off for Furaime.
Yep. Fire Rod is always good.
Yep, he can check the back of Skull now once he gets there.
Ack finding a pretty useless house.
They are one step closer to early TR.
There. If you really want a chicken.
I mean, chicken's good. I don't have anything against chicken personally.
True.
Let's find out what's actually in Thieves
They don't
Town.
let you like fry it up in this game.
Yep, there's the front of Desert.
Oh. Ack knows where one of his destinations would have taken him.
Yep. Curious to see where the right side would have,
the hole, and we might see it. Nope. No idea what was in that chest for Furaime.
Something in a chest. There's the library, close to where the real library is in the light world. But it only had bombs. But Ack taking the smart choice of checking 2 guaranteed items down this direction. And they'll probably lead him about to where Thieves Town is, so...
Just start taking guesses on how many digs.
A lot. There it is.
A lot is the correct answer.
A lot for a piece of heart. I was at least 20, I'd say. Easily. 22 is what I'm getting, okay. Oh, there's the map.
Yep.
For Furaime.
It's always good to go into Thieves Town when you have the hammer.
Correct. It's good to go into Thieves Town even without the hammer, honestly.
Probably, yes. But it's
there
always
was something
better.
in the big chest, alright.
Sure was. Looked like a big empty space to me, but that's just all I'm saying.
This isn't a plandomizer. I think.
What are you talking about? Feasel, is this accidentally a plandomizer? No, I'm kidding.
Ack indeed. Finding Thieves Town.
Yep. And a blind
Furaime
man walks into a
quick
bar.
work.
And a
Oh
table.
hey, Furaime's back on
Door.
speed. Right, just in time for the blind fight.
Just in time for the pun.
Just in time for the pun.
Furaime doing a pretty good job here, and making use of the Cane of Burna for the last part of the fight, which I do not blame him at all.
Yep.
Having
One hit
only
from
5
left.
hearts.
It's like the piece of heart in there, so at least 2 of the items were fire rod and a piece of heart.
Indeed. We'll get a better look at some of those chests over on Ack's side.
Yep. That was the big key.
Meanwhile, Furaime is moving on. There was the fire rod.
Yep.
Going to assume probably heading for like Pyramid or something.
Yep, heading through all the Hylia area
Right.
check. Neither runner has actually checked Hylia of either side, Light World or Dark World yet.
True. Specifically referring to this, the Northwest Bank here.
Correct.
There's one entrance on the Dark World side and 2 on the Light World side.
Oh, Meyer Shed.
Yep, 2 chests in here.
And we don't get to see the second one.
Slideshow again.
That was sure an interesting item in that chest, wouldn't you think, Bob?
Oh, it's the best. I hope Ack finds it soon. quote.
I don't know. I'd say it was a bold move. We'll see if it pays off.
Wait. I think
Sorry.
Duke is messing with me. Was it really the Cane of Samaria?
Apparently, there's
Seriously?
a Cane of Samaria that's happened.
Do we have quite a treasure there in that cane?
I don't know. We'll have to figure it out when
Apparently
Ack gets it.
Apparently he quick swapped to it at some point.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
So we may not be sure where he found the Cane of Samaria, but apparently he has it.
Gonna guess the big chest here.
Could be.
So there's, I think, 2 items we didn't see. Gonna get a catfish check out of Furaime as well. Interested to see where he goes after this. Well, nope. It was a red item.
It was a red item, just not red enough.
Oh, a whole heart.
Maybe it was about the shame
catfish.
color red. Yeah, got a heart container off of catfish. Someone is saying it might have been hobo.
Could have been hobo, yeah. Should be interesting. That means flippers are somewhere available. We know flippers are required because of Swamp Palace, but... And a table. And a bar.
Yep. So...
It's like,
sorry.
I think he's
So
trying-
blind, of course, having the unique distinction of being the one boss that you don't care what sword you have.
Yep.
Um,
It's like Furaime is going to take the fake flipper over to the Dark World shopping mall.
to the death.
But
He's going to take it to the death.
He's going to make it to the death, yep. To the red screen of doom.
Yep. I was about to say who our Dark World shopping mall sponsor was, but he didn't make it, so...
We'll have to plug our sponsors later. It's like Furaime gonna head back to Dark World.
Yep.
So I know there is Pod up there
Ack's
that you can
gonna
check
locate
for.
his bow now.
Yep. Both Pod and EP are completable now. Pod being a pendant
What is
dungeon, but I was not counting items. I'm not sure what Furaime, how many items Furaime had gotten.
Well, I want to think that we saw both the map and the compass, so
Possibly.
probably missing a couple. I don't know for sure. I know we saw the compass. It was in the dark room.
Yeah. Okay, now we'll see if the cane was indeed in here, or if it was somewhere else. Yep.
Yep.
It's
have
gotta be cane.
Cane of Samaria. Yes. He has quite a treasure there. In that Cane of Samaria.
So I think Furaime is gonna finally finish his front half of Hyrule Castle.
Making the campaign for Zelda's chest.
Believe he'll get Ether out of the deal.
Furaime is lagging because that's what the internet does to people.
Yep, just a red rupee on the pyramid.
Furaime's on 28k. Maybe.
So we get another catfish check. Ack getting his piece of heart. And we'll see where he goes afterwards.
Furaime is playing a specialized version of the randomizer built for Microsoft PowerPoint.
Yep, it has a branching path, so if you want to go one direction, it's different PowerPoint slides. Begin the long process of dying to the green guard here.
At this point, I'm wondering which would be faster, dying to the guard or just save and quit out and go back.
I'd say still dying to the guard, honestly. It's a long run to get back to Death Mountain right now.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. Entrance randomizer.
Yep.
What is lamp?
I don't believe Furaime has actually checked the old man save yet. So he's not quite aware of the possibility of Ice Palace. And Ack is actually doing a smart play here by checking the back of Old Man Cave. This is a thing I forgot quite often. It is not logical.
There's in fact another entrance out of here.
We still don't know where Lamp is at, but...
Right. Because the very back half of this is dark. There's not much that's dangerous in there. It's just like a diagonal walk.
This is the other way of getting to Easter Death Mountain. I believe this is Bombos.
Yep, Ack's gonna find his Bombos medallion.
Turns out it wasn't required for Ice Palace, but... good to have anyway, just in case.
That's good, Jiggly Saint. That's very good. I would serenade you with it, but we've got people to watch. Alright, so Ack has found Eastern Palace.
He can complete it, so... we'll find out if there's anything interesting in here, though judging by Furaime's stream, I'd say no.
Ooh, he has the opportunity to use one of my favorite scrub strats. I know he probably won't, but let's see, the room in the back that's dark with the Igors in it.
Yep.
He's got the ether medallion. I like to use that there. Freezes all the little dudes, so you can see exactly where everything is.
Yeah, that's actually interesting. I've never thought of that. Meanwhile, though, Furaime is actually he found Ice Palace, as I was just mentioning, and is going to be doing it, which I believe is a smart play.
I mean, he does have pretty much everything you need for it.
Yep.
I mean, there's a technical hiccup in that the logic wouldn't require you to not have the hook shot if you don't get a key in the first chest.
Which seems is not the case, but...
Right. But, I mean, who, at this point, who runs this game does not know how to do the Ice Palace bomb jump?
Correct.
I mean, that's something I know how to do, and...
Interestingly, lately I've been using it less and less, because I usually need to full clear Ice Palace.
Yeah.
And if I have Kane, it's really not much of a waste of time to not bomb jump. And if you don't get it first try, it probably is a waste of time.
Yeah. I'm so used to doing it, though, I can't even remember when I don't.
Yeah.
And I learned another bomb jump just so I could keep it viable.
I think the first chest in Ice was the Master Sword.
Oh, nice.
So that's at least already paying off a bit. One interesting place we haven't seen yet, outside of the top of Death Mountain, is we haven't actually seen Hyrule Castle. Top of Hyrule Castle yet.
Indeed, we have not seen Aghanim's Tower, and we know that the Kakariko Well, with its 5 items, is locked behind it.
Yep. I just mean the 3 entrances on the top of Hyrule Castle.
Oh.
Without mirror, you can't really get there.
True.
There's the blue cane for Ack.
Yes, so the rules are you have to complete the objective of the seed before Ganon becomes vulnerable in the last phase. Oh, well, you can also just light the torches that are in here. That works.
Yeah, that's, you know, just in case.
I completely forgot there are torches in that room.
Furaime... I believe Furaime can actually check one more chest in here without a key. And he can also... Oh no, he bomb jumped, so he's running back up.
Yeah, and he'll be able to pick up another key in the room just to the right there.
Yeah. So he has already found 2 of the items in Ice Palace, Master Sword and a Piece of Heart. He's going to pick up some extra protection in the form of a fairy.
Yep. There are lots of little hidden fairy fountains, generally in holes.
Yep.
Though not always. One of them's just hidden behind a bombable wall in Pod. There's one in Desert Palace that's just behind a door.
Yep. It's a well-executed fight by Ack.
Looks like Furaime is just going straight for Cold Stare.
Yeah. He's not one to deal with the that one chest.
Yep.
I think he figures either it's gonna be on Cold Stare, or you come back with a hook shot and do it later if he really needs to find that last item.
Yep. And Furaime, of course, going straight for the Bombo strats, because you got no alternative.
Yep, not with that amount of magic.
Furaime has the Quake Medallion, apparently.
Oh.
I saw him cycle through it.
Oh, he does have the Quake, okay.
And it's entirely possible he could have picked it up here in Ice Palace.
But where did he get the Master Sword, then? Questions. These are questions I need the answers to. Also, by the way, Dam is in Agana's cave.
Excellent. You definitely want to be able to find the dam. Because that will get you into Swamp Palace.
Unfortunately, did not see if there was an item. I'm going to guess there was not an item on Cold Stare, given that Furaime is running back in.
Furaime is going back into Ice Palace, trying to finish it out, get that last item.
Yep, he got a key, so now you can check the rest of it. Oh, Mimic Cave as well.
Yep. The hammer is always a... Ooh!
With the boots!
The boots have been found. So now... I mean, we're still a couple of items away from being... Or really just one item. No. Yeah, just one item away from being able to try to get to Kakariko Well.
Indeed. And also, you know, need to find the place. It's like just 20 bucks on the dam, though.
The traditional requirements for Aga Tower, a Master Sword or the Magic Cape, do not apply here, unless it happens to be in its vanilla location.
Which I wouldn't put it past it at this point.
Yep.
So that opens up a couple extra, or a few Bonk Caves now. They can check. The one next to Sanctuary that normally has an item, and there's also 2, both, well, the same place in Light World and Dark World next to Link's house.
Another interesting thing they have access to would be the right side of Ganon's Tower.
Yeah. Then with Fire Rod, Boots, they can check all the way. And with Boots, or no, they already checked that with the bomb jumps, but if they hadn't have bomb jumped, they could also technically check the 4 chests in the north, so they can check everything but Rando Room now in Ganon's Tower.
Yep.
Hey, we get to find out what that last shopping mall location is.
Excellent. It's just a fairy fountain.
It's just a fairy, okay. Looks like we're gonna see a fake flipper from Ack as well, doing the same loop that Furaime did.
Can you bomb jump the fire snake room in Ganon's Tower?
Yes, you can. I have done it myself, actually.
Okay, so he could theoretically get
was
to
that
Rando
Titan
Room.
Mitts? I think I just saw Titan Mitts on the Hylia
Oh my.
island. So Mirror is a even more highly sought after item right now.
Yeah, somebody could use a mirror. Basically, everybody could use a mirror.
But yeah, technically they can actually bomb jump over to get to Rando Room as well in
And
Ganon's
we can
Tower.
see what Hobo has.
Was it Quake? It was
It's
Quake!
Indeed. Ack attempting the reverse fake flipper.
Yep. I'm gonna guess he's either having issues with it. Okay.
It's a very specific pixel.
Yep. It's probably about faster to just save and quit, honestly, if he's gonna head to Eastern Palace.
Yeah.
Because I do not believe we've seen that entrance yet, or pod for that matter.
And we... Ooh, gonna check Bonk Rocks.
Yep. So we're still missing... We still haven't found Blind's Hut. We still haven't found Hype
Cave.
Never mind. And we still haven't found... I forgot what I was going to say now. That was funny. Sahasrah's Hut. That was the one.
Sahasrah's Hut, yes. So,
Blue Mail.
the only really valuable thing in there was the blue mail. Not required, but certainly welcome.
Oh, it looks like the last item for Furaime was indeed in the chest he was able to access before getting that key from Cold Stare. Oop. Fell down a bit on the trip there.
I hate that room so much.
That room, I don't find that room that bad. It just requires a bit of patience.
This is a race. We don't have time for patience.
Well, Furaime got something out of that chest, and Ack got bombs out of Ice Cave.
Yep.
Where's Furaime going? He went to Old Man Cave, and I think he might actually be going straight for his boots now. Yep. Agnes Cave for the dam.
Right, so Ack finds the fairy, Queen of the Fairies room, south of Eastern. Now heading for Sahasrah's Hut, which in this case is the Waterfall Cave.
The Waterfall Cave, yeah.
With some rupees.
Yep.
$25.
Nothing interesting. So I have a feeling our runners know that they can check the right side of Ganon's Tower, but are looking for the hookshot before they go back that direction.
Right.
Alright, that said, I have a strong feeling that hookshot is actually in Ganon's Tower right now. Oh.
Speaking of hookshot.
The bottom of... Or is this the... yeah, it's the bottom.
This is the usual entrance to Super Bunny Cave.
Have to go around the long way, though, without the hookshot or mirror in hand.
Indeed.
And Furaime has his boots.
All right. So now we on speed. I mean, we have speed. That came out wrong.
Yeah. Yep. So, Super Bunny Cave. Let's see what's in these chests.
Red mail.
Oh, the other mail upgrades. That was a quick green to red upgrade.
Yep. So now Ack's feeling a lot safer walking around, at least.
Looks like Furaime is going to go get his blue upgrade. Oh,
ooh, and Ack finds a useless entrance. Just gets trolled mercilessly.
Indeed.
I think Ack's gonna head for the other bonk rocks here, or maybe.
Yep. Oh, or not.
Or not.
He might be going up to Zora, actually.
Yeah, that is.
He's gonna get his useless item out of Zora's cave. Oh, that's right. That's where Spike Cave was. We did not see this room, I don't think, but it was just fairies, so.
Oh, great. Somebody clipped that. That's wonderful. Okay.
See, this is why you don't say things on the internet.
Now they're never going to let me commentate the open tournament.
Okay, so to recap, right now our runners are mostly following each other around, checking things. The two main differences right now is Ack was able to get the bow before going to Eastern Palace, so while Furaime has checked, gotten 2 of the 3 items, Ack was able to finish it. However, Furaime has been able to go through Ice Palace and get all the items in there, which included a Master Sword, and I think that was it.
Pretty much. Ack just getting a little love from Zora.
Yep. So now they both have the knowledge of Mushroom on the ledge there. I believe only Ack knows where the Witch Hut is, but it's in Kakariko, so... Or, Village of Outcasts. Dark Kakariko.
I think Zora charging a little bit above market rate for a little bit of love.
It's okay. Zora just knew that Ack had lots of money, so... Okay, now getting a Bog Rock check.
And just a shop. So we've just crossed about the 1 hour mark, and we're still a ways from go mode across the board here.
No, not necessarily.
Yeah, I guess.
Flippers and hookshot, really.
I want to just remind everybody to give these runners your appreciation when you get the chance. Because they're doing a great job.
You're not necessarily required to get the Titan mitts, but probably required.
Yeah. There's a weird trick you can do, but I don't know it.
Okay, so Ack is gonna check all of right side, including the tile room here.
Tile room is live.
Furaime giving some angry slashes at the Super Bunny exit there.
Using boomerang strats for the tile room. That's pretty fun.
I'm kind of guessing that mirror is going to be required for the to get to the top of Hyrule Castle as well.
Yeah, that's entirely possible.
Or to get to top of Death Mountain, which could be either way, really.
And that's going to be... I'm just guessing that's where, like, 3 of the entrances to Turtle Rock are.
Yeah, actually, Turtle Rock is in Light World, but all of the entrances are on Hyrule Castle or top of Death Mountain. That would be humorous. I don't think we found the main, the bottom of Death Mountain Old Man rescue entrance.
Right.
Yeah, we know that is somewhere.
Yep. And one thing you got to remember, because the last race I commentated, this happened. You got to remember that the Bumper Cave you might not necessarily get there going through the bumper cave.
Oh yeah.
Right?
And plus,
you might have to mirror to that ledge, or the ledge, the cave above that is part of the Death Mountain Shuffle. Hey, there's the lamp on the right-hand side of Ganon's Tower.
Yep.
Which means
doesn't really open up a lot, but at least it'll be easier to do parts things.
It opens up Kakariko well.
It means oh, true, it does open up if they ever find the correct entrance.
Once they find Agon's Tower.
Pod is not outside of the realm of possibility for where things are. Baby, don't dark me. You guys are great.
Okay, I'm done.
Yep. I think you about hit the copyright limits. We're good.
Good.
No problem. Fortunately, Ack has the bow for this, and Furaime is once again following his footsteps to Ganon's Tower.
Ack's
right side.
About to face off against the Ice Armos.
Again. Well, the Armos again, but in the ice. It's a little bit slicker of an experience after the first one.
Yep. Ice Armos, I find, you know, there's a little bit of a trade-off if you have the silver arrows here, because the silvers will kill them in one shot, but all those tiles are making a million things a lag. My God!
Hook shot and half magic right behind Ice Armos. Oh no.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have some excellent items. And at this point, you might as well go clear out the left side.
I don't think they have... Oh yeah, you have to go clear the random room now for the big key.
Perhaps the map room. Or something like that, but yeah.
They've already done the map room.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't that the room right here?
It's the one with the fire bars in it.
Oh, it's Furaime. It looks like Furaime did the first 4 and is going to bomb jump down to Ice Armos area. Hey, we have a bottle. We can go check Sick Kid now.
Sick Kid is in play at the moment, which, if I recall, was at the Lumberjack Hut.
Yep, that's what I have written down, so... Either I wrote it down wrong, or... So that makes for an interesting loop for, when someone gets around to turning in the mushroom. If they're able to get it, ever.
The logic intended way to get the hookshot would be full right side clear, yes.
Correct. Yep, Furaime is probably slightly more efficient because that right side's a little bit slower to get than this side, but you do have to do that bomb jump, which is difficult. There's the big key. Plus, it turns out you don't have to run back to get to the big chest like Ack is going to have to do here. Which is smart to do, honestly.
Yeah.
Something big can be in the big chest and put you way back.
Yeah. Unlike normal randomizer, Ganon's Tower is just the beginning of your trip.
Indeed. But it is good to know that they can just finish it right here.
True. Just $20 in the big chest.
Indeed. So Ack is running a little bit low on life at the moment. He doesn't have much in the way of items. He has a bottle, but only a...
He's got the all-important bee.
Indeed. But he does have at least...
however, have, the Cane of Brian.
That's the one. And half magic now.
Yeah.
Very convenient.
Use of that. Yeah, with this low life, I might be tempted to just bombos all of the gauntlet rooms.
Yeah, I would have to agree, especially since he still only has the fighter sword.
So I guess he could get the backup fairies. I mean,
Yeah,
he can't bottle them, but he can at least pick them up.
yeah, he can get some life back he has out of the boots. Plus he can refill his magic for more bombos action. And the way he's using the cane here, I think that's what he's gonna do.
Nope.
Yep.
Oh, yep.
He was just switching items.
Right. Ah, this quick swap thing throws me off so much.
Oh, I'm gonna miss quick swap for the open tournament.
Oh, I believe it.
I think all my matches had
the
quick
sort of
swap.
thing you'd get used to.
Oh, he's gonna use fire rod instead. Oh, and a very handy
Does
drop.
work. Furaime now getting his mother load of drops.
Yep.
Once.
Okay, he's gonna also finish the dungeon here, I imagine. No reason not to.
Yep, it's
More
gotta be
items at
done.
top as well.
And you're already here.
Plus they can get the, I believe actually the Uncle Escape is at the pyramid, so it's 2 more items they'll be able to get.
Nice. So, yeah. The great thing about Ganon's Tower, of course, you know, when you're doing a normal entrance or a normal randomizer, you talk about dungeons having a certain number of items. You know, Swamp Palace has 6, and you're like, that's a lot of items. Ganon's Tower has 20. What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, there's a lot of items in Ganon's Tower. It is weighted a little bit in the logic to not have as many useful items, just because, especially in entrance randomizer logic, you can get into Ganon's Tower so early that
Right.
it can.
There are
easily have
27
lots of
chests, 20 of which can be items.
Yep. 2 are the map and compass, and 5 are keys, I believe.
4 small and 1 big.
Correct. Ack with probably just enough magic here. Plus this magic drop.
Right. And there is 1 additional magic drop if something horrible happens.
Yep, you'll probably get the full magic drop in the next room. Meanwhile, Furaime frame loading his way through the gauntlet himself.
Not even bothering.
Nah, he's enough with half magic. Just barely.
Yeah,
Or with a couple to spare.
true facts. So now we get to see what's in these chests.
Nothing.
And
Nothing.
not much.
Well, 11th heart, I guess. Another bottle.
I like bottles.
I feel like the game's trying to tell Ack something right now. Or both of our runners, I
Go
should
to the
say.
sick kid.
The sick kid has it. The sick kid has 20 rupees just for you.
Yeah. All that money. Make money, money.
You don't have enough money. You need to break 2,000. Oh, using the hammer means you can't quite switch to hookshot right away. The validation chest has a shield. We have a shield upgrade. The run is
I'll take a
saved.
shield. I feel like the fire shield is underrated.
Fire shield's actually pretty useful.
Yeah, fire
Not
shield
as
is
useful.
pretty good.
I feel like I don't really need the shield for anything except for mirror.
Right. I
Or
mean, it's
laser
not-
bridge, rather. But yeah. But it's nice to have.
Right. The requirement of some invincibility item for things has made the laser bridge a little more palatable at some points because you can use that
Yeah.
if necessary.
Ooh.
Or if you're just real good, you can do the laser skip, and then you're golden.
Okay. I'm having a little bit of trouble on Aga too, but
It
still
looked
5
pretty
rounds.
good to me.
5 rounds is fine.
Yes, Moldorm is in fact the worst. I do agree.
Yeah, Moldorm isn't great. Okay, so if I'm correct in my memory here, yep, I'm gonna assume it's definitely something with an item at this point. There it is. Let's see if he actually has
Just
anything.
a heart piece. And
Silvers are still
what's
outstanding.
What's in this chest?
Just
Bombs.
So nothing interesting here, but
At least you can check those off.
yep.
Alright, so outstanding items that we need the flippers, for sure.
We probably need the mirror.
Mirror is likely. I wouldn't be opposed to a flute here and there.
I mean, a flute would be definitely handy.
And then, of course, they're still missing my favorite item, which is the magic powder.
It's true, the magic powder is quite useful. And they do know where Batman is.
Yep. He's in
But
the Batcave.
technically the only item they need right now to finish every dungeon is the flute. However, we still do not know where the back of Skull Woods is, or any of Turtle Rock's.
So, I have a very important question for you, sir. If the Batcave is sitting under Hyrule Castle, does that make Hyrule Castle Wayne Manor?
Yes, definitely. It is now New Canon Wayne Manor. Rupees, another bottle.
Another bottle. More rupees.
Suddenly, bottles are raining from the side. I think it was 320 spot. Ack definitely did not have enough rupees. Oh, 420s.
So, basically vanilla Blind Hut.
Yeah.
Except slightly rearranged and a bottle where the piece of heart should be.
And then gets a 20 drop from the murder crow.
For days. All the red rupees you can stand. So Ack's gonna pay 110 rupees for the opening of some entrance, of which we have no idea what it's gonna be.
Looks like Furaime is finally gonna head over to the...
I'm gonna call Meyer.
Heck over here. I'm gonna say Turtle Rock. It's probably, well,
okay.
Odds are it's Turtle Rock.
It's Hookshot Cave.
Okay. This is
nice.
Interesting.
Items everywhere.
I think we found all the 20 rupees.
No. There's always more 20 rupees.
True.
That should be somewhere in the code, I believe. It says there's always more 20 rupees. See?
Accurate. Can confirm.
And gonna check the back entrance of this, because why wouldn't you?
It leads to another entrance somewhere, so... And they still haven't been to Dark Death Mountain. And they can't easily get there yet without Mirror or the Titan Mids. And we already know that one leads to the other.
Hey, vanilla exit. And we found our way into Dark Death Mountain.
The top of it, even.
This is the entrance to Spectacle Rock Cave.
Yeah.
Which will have an item at the end of this thing. And you could, like...
the 4th bottle.
The 4th bottle!
This seed very quickly went from 0 to 4 bottles.
Oh, he didn't even pick that one up.
I don't blame him. He is red mail, he's fine. And half magic.
I think I would have tried to
10
Does it
arrows.
go-
Is all.
Yeah. I think I would have tried to
There
bomb
it is.
jump the hole.
I
Yeah.
would have checked up here first, personally, as well.
Yeah, you're probably right. See, I keep saying I make these plays, and you're the one who's like, "No, your plays are garbage."
Oh, it's a different.
And I
play.
know my
It's
plays
not
are
bad.
garbage.
It's just a long run right now to get back to this part, and it's good to check it while you're here.
So Axe gonna look in here at the middle of Turtle
Yep.
Rock.
This is completable, actually, so
Yeah.
assuming
you can
keys
find
don't
all
troll
pieces
him.
of it.
Yeah. They might need to find the front to actually get to somewhere useful here.
Right.
Looks like he's gonna head straight for Laser Bridge, which is a smart choice here.
Sounds
Or-
good.
Never mind, he doesn't have big key, he can't.
Right.
As he is also probably just realizing as I say it.
So, we're gonna
we
head
still have-
backwards through the chain chomp room, I guess, and
Yep,
see what happens.
and hope there's a key in that room. Actually, he doesn't. That's okay. No, he doesn't need a key. He can get to the front, all the way through the front now. You can skip that key door. This one right
Yeah,
here,
you
as long as
just
he
walk
doesn't.
right through it.
As long as he doesn't turn around.
Now, the logic would account
There it
for
is.
you accidentally turning around. So,
Correct.
so the moves he's making aren't required, they're just the best ones.
They're definitely ideal. I can save a key later on.
There's a chain chomp in Link's Awakening. Puff me, bro.
Yep. So now you can get the 2 chests up here and then Death Warp to the where he was at before. So the only chest he won't be able to check in Turtle Rock is the... He has to do the slow version. Oh no, he has Hookshot now, never mind. I lied. He won't be able to check the big chest.
Right.
Which could have Mapper. We haven't seen either yet, but...
Yep.
It's like Furaime found the witch's hut and is getting... Oh, there was... There's a map, and 5 rupees.
Yep, so not a whole lot of anything here in the front of Turtle Rock. So now we're gonna make a beeline for the laser bridge.
Yep. He has both a key and the big key, so he can get straight there.
I know there's a little bomb technique you can use to get into this that part from the entrance with the big chest, but you can't go the other direction.
Yep. There's another item.
Arrows. Heading downstairs to the dark room. This is probably the easiest dark room in the game, with the minor exception of, like, the Eastern Palace first dark room.
I would call even Old Man Cave easier than this, honestly.
Yeah, Old Man Cave's pretty easy.
I've only actually had to do this dark room in the dark once or twice.
Right. I did not know there was that full magic refill over there, so that's cool.
Yeah, I think I found that out last time I did one of these. There's 2 items, including a shield upgrade. There's a key, so he doesn't have to get the big key to finish.
And a
But
second key.
I think
Alright.
that's the last key now, so that means there are 2 keys in the... Or there's either a... There's 1 item left to find, and 1 could be...
I believe there's an item and a compass.
Yes, correct. That's what I'm trying to say.
So we're just gonna be praying for an item on Trinex.
Yep. Well, depending on what you're rooting for, but yes. I'm not rooting for a trolley seed, I swear.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Though to be fair, I feel like it's already pretty trolly with the, well, first, Ack is having to do Hammer Trinex with Fighter Sword only right now, so...
Hammer Trinex is, you know, fun, for some value of the word fun.
Fire Rod it!
And so, yeah, just putting some of that damage on with the Fire Rod.
Yeah.
So when you got it, why not? Furaime finding the back end of the bumper cave.
Oh, yeah.
The hook shot to get through it using a little known trick. Hopefully we'll get to see where it goes out.
It's like the Mimic Cave area, which leads to the black screen. Yep. I mean, it's, I guess, a dark room.
Yeah, it could have been a
or
dark
at least nothing.
Well, no, he's got the lamp.
Oh yeah, it's true, he does. I don't know. I don't know what it was. Probably nothing. Maybe a dungeon he couldn't do anything
There's
with.
the item.
Could have been Myers.
So there's nothing. There is a compass in the big chest. Or wait, I don't think he opened the original big key chest either.
Oh, that's true. There is another one there. Oh,
So
and the front of Turtle Rock is vanilla. Okay.
At least he could open it if he wanted to.
Yep. It looks like there is indeed at least one item left here.
He's going back
That's
in.
in the either big chest or this chest.
So he's going to be hoping for an item from this vanilla big key chest.
Or at the very least, the big chest opening less trolley position. For I'm finally looking at the Dark World Link's house, which has a fairy.
Yep. To be clear, that's the Bonk Rocks next to Dark World Link's house.
Yep.
And it's a key.
Just the key.
Does he have the compass already?
I don't believe so. Last he did a room check, he only had the big key and I only saw the map. Yep. He was just checking himself, actually.
So there's just the big chest left, right?
Oh, right. That means he needs... Yeah, never mind.
That means
You're correct.
he didn't need to get that key.
Yeah. It's getting a bit late here, folks. I'm gonna use that excuse. So yeah, so the big chest has the compass, so he is fine.
Alright, Ack jumping down. Gonna
Finding
get some
Bonk Rocks,
Bonk Rock Cave.
the heart, and
Doing
another
22
entrance.
digs.
I'm gonna laugh if this is big key, the big chest opening.
It is!
With the compass!
Freddy
We nailed
with
it.
them sick calls. Freddy is a witch. Can we burn him?
No, the witch is in Village of Outcasts.
Well, yeah, what are you doing there?
Hanging out. It's
Okay.
fun. Don't worry about it.
I didn't know you were an outcast.
I think Ack is finally gonna do his Ice Palace clear here.
Oh
Gonna be
boy.
a bit faster than Furaime, so I think Furaime is gonna finish Eastern Palace.
Yep.
I believe this is the Eastern Palace. Yep. So they're actually
Mutual
completely
players here.
switching the opposite dungeons of what they were doing when the other person was in the dungeon.
Yep.
That's a really random coincidence considering it's 30-40 minutes later in the game. He's gonna finally get his Master Sword at least. Hey, Master
Yep.
Sword.
Sword upgrades. They feel good. They feel good.
Yeah, they're still looking at Master Sword Silverless though.
Gross.
I believe both these players are experienced enough to, once they find the rest of the dungeons and get in go mode, they're not going to look for silvers. They're just going to clear and go.
I mean, you can do it. Master Sword silvers is possible, and I mean, it's basically hot garbage, but it's possible.
Indeed. Really, it's the first two phases that are worse with Master Sword than the last one.
Yeah.
But with Half Magic and Cane, it's not too bad.
Isn't the last phase, though, twice as long with Master Sword, or am I making that up?
It is very long, but it's not especially difficult. Oop, Ack forgetting to grab his key.
Yep, I've forgotten that key more times than I care to admit.
Okay, using slightly
There
lower
it is.
strat. Nope, a little bit high.
Ooh, guess not.
There we go. That looks... If you get the spot, yeah, you got it.
He's starting his bomb from a different location than I usually do.
Yeah, he's going down a little bit before he uses it. Yeah, I usually do it right from the top.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. Just set up the 100 plus restream race. Sounds good.
If someone wants to do that, be my guest. I think most people that would actually be willing to do that are probably in the race. And I somehow doubt Fiesel wants to do it, so...
And oh, that person's poor internet connection. Ack with the correct timing on picking up that heart piece.
Quite, I'll make it a little bit faster. Fortunately, he's checking the hookshot side first, which is gonna net him a lot of nothing.
Yep.
Furaime finding the blind hut of 20 rupee drops.
Yep. Ever so blind. It's like maybe if Blind had kept his money, he might have been able to pay a doctor or something to fix his eyesight.
Eyesight? Is that how it works? I don't think that's how it works.
I don't know. Do we have like artificial retinas in this world?
We could.
I mean, we got randomized everything. We might as well have randomized vision.
Okay, so for those just joining us, we are currently looking for a couple entrances and a couple items before we hit go mode here. We need both the... we need at least the flippers and finding the entrance to Skull Woods.
Yep.
Which could potentially, pretty likely actually be behind something mirror locked at the moment. Or Titan Mitt locked, or Flute locked even, if it's at Meyer.
Right. And of course, the Titan mitts are mirror locked, so...
There's the last item.
Right, just a bunch of bombs. And so Ack is on his way to Cold Stare. Meanwhile, Furaime going to find more red rupees in the Hookshot Cave.
Yep. I don't know if Ack was fully counting his items there, but I guess just for sanity's sake, going to, I got the compass out of the big chest there.
Yep. And Axe heading down. For a second there, I thought he was going to use a bee on Cold Stare. That would be great.
Looks like Furaime is finding Turtle Rock. And immediately saying, nah, I'll skip that for now. What's under this rock? Oh.
More bottles! And Furaime also has no interest in that fourth bottle.
Yeah. These are both experienced runners, not too worried about having all 4 bottles for even Silverless Master Sword Ganon.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with Mail and Half Magic in hand. Okay, so where will Ack go now? Pod is still outstanding. Pendant Pod. I believe we found both items in Desert, so that's... And they haven't found the back of Desert, but it's not likely required.
Yep.
I suppose it could potentially...
We haven't seen Meyer. Meyer is 2 items in a green pendant, so that's a thing.
We haven't actually found Sahasrara yet. He could be hiding behind Mirror somewhere.
And then, of course, there's always the random chance that, you know, pedestal.
Theoretically, pedestal is possible, yes. It could be a flipper lock pedestal.
Mirrors on pedestal, you know. All these weird things could happen.
I think at this point, Mirror is not going to be on pedestal. Because we know Titanids are behind Mirror, and I believe there's only like 1 or 2 entrances left that they haven't checked.
Yeah. Have they checked the Vanilla Skullwoods entrance?
No, that was actually one of the couple choices they have. They haven't. So that could definitely be Meyer or the back of Desert. Or Skullwoods.
Or Agus Tower.
or Aga Tower, and that's true. We still have the Whale outstanding at Lumberjack Cave.
Yeah, my brain is just kind of rooting for Aga Tower to be a thing.
I'm sure it's an back of Axe Mine. We had a seed once we raced that had the Bat Cave in Aga Tower, and in Bat Cave was the mirror.
Gross.
Or rather, not Aga Tower, but at the Lumberjack, and it had mirror. It's like, oh, great. Looks like he's gonna go check the sick kid up here real quick.
Yeah, so...
Meanwhile, Furaime making the same route through Turtle Rock that Ack did. It's true, Spike Cave is outstanding, but it's almost assuredly not required. Could theoretically be, but same with Mushroom at this point. They're both Flipper required, but Flipper is... Well, I'm not going to say it is the last thing before Go Mode, because we still haven't found Skull Woods, but that's how it's looking at the moment.
And Ack seems to be heading to the Vanilla Skullwoods entrance, so we're going to find out soon.
Yep, we still haven't found... Like, we haven't been to the top of Death Mountain yet. At this point, I think it's pretty certain that it's locked behind Mirror as well. So... Mirror, a very important item at the moment.
Inside we have... Oh, that's the back of Bumper Cave. So that's where Furaime found it.
Where did this lead out? I forget.
We should know this, but, you know, occasional PowerPoint problems.
Oh, correct. This is the one, and then he went in here to find something that we didn't see. Yeah. Oh, the bottom of... Okay, so that eliminates those locations. What have we not seen yet?
So Furaime's in the Meyer area. Not sure how he got there.
Go out the front of Turtle Rock and get to the mire area?
It wouldn't have been the front, because the front of Turtle Rock was the front of Turtle Rock.
Oh, right. So it would have been the laser room.
Laser bridge.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. This is... nothing's seen yet, so we know flute is basically assuredly not required at this point then.
Right.
Or rather, is assuredly not required. And it looks like there's nothing there, though.
A whole lot of diddly squat and a half.
So Ack is indeed doing the rest of Pod.
Yep.
Which, while a pendant dungeon, there's at least one outstanding item.
At least one item. Get out of my head.
Just means we're in sync, man.
Yeah! Are we a boy band now? Awesome.
Yeah, sure. Good old NSYNC. Good old days. I believe last time we counted it was one item in here, but I honestly can't recall completely. One key.
And this should be something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A piece of heart. I do not know if... Oh, that's right, Ack hasn't done the maze yet.
No one has managed to get to Hera's door. We haven't been able to get there yet.
Yeah, we haven't been able to get to Hera's door or Light World Top or either of... I don't think we've seen actually either entrance of the drop-down entrances. Or indeed the bonk rock, or the lift rocks that require Titan at Death Mountain, so there's quite a few entrances left.
Alright, Grasshopper, just because you asked, I will spare you the singing.
Okay, so there's the compass. We didn't actually see a lot of these items here. It's a piece of heart. So I believe the map is still outstanding.
Just 50 rupees in the big chest.
I mean, I would probably finish...
The map is taken, so... I
Helm...
believe Helmosaur has something.
Yep, Helmosaur has an item.
The real reason I'm not singing is all the songs I can think of are actually Backstreet Boys songs.
I was gonna say, I honestly don't remember which ones are Backstreet Boys and which ones are NSYNC songs anymore. It all blends together. Okay, so Furaime is finished. Turtle Rock.
Now we've got Backstreet Boys in the chat.
We have all the boy bands in the chat now. So, will Helmosaur have the mirror in the second seed I've seen today with a mirror Helmosaur pendant? That would be very strange, actually. That scares me.
Today I saw Titan's Mitt on Pendant Mothula. That was a thing.
Titan Mitt on Pendant Mothula? Good times.
Yep.
So, there's probably a spot we're missing, but it's very likely there's some sort of progression item on Helmosaur.
It's gonna be me. I
Either
couldn't help it.
Flippers, Book. Actually, Book is even a progression item at this point. Because they can't check either of the tablets.
Right.
So it would have to be
need the mirror.
It would have to be Flippers or Mirror.
Gotta get them
or
mirrors.
Something like Shovel or Magic Powder for a fetch quest.
And
Like Furaime is heading to Western Death Mountain again. It's been a while since we've been over here. It's very possible there is a way to Eastern Death Mountain through a cave here that we missed before. But he is doing pod.
Yeah. I mean,
so
Queen
it is bombs.
Is a boy band, or Queen is a band with boys in it. It's not really a boy band.
So Furaime going to do Helmassar as well. Unfortunately, we already know that has nothing. So I'm sticking with my option of there is something that we haven't seen the back of yet.
How about Spiral Cave?
Well, we haven't seen the top of Spiral Cave, which we know is in Light World somewhere. I mean...
Spike Cave was in the Waterfall Cave.
Yes, but Spike Cave is not inside of the logic at the moment.
Yeah, the logic would not tell you to go to Spike Cave.
Flippers are not in Spike Cave, basically, is what I'm saying. I do not have a map up, so I'm not actually sure of what they haven't checked. But I'm thinking of things, and they can't check the...
So Dark World Shopping Mall off limits.
They have not checked the bottom of Paradox Cave yet.
Oh,
that's where Ack is heading right now.
Heading that... See,
could this be the top of Light World all along?
Tell you, 7.
Hyrule Castle.
3 entrances there. Gotta make sure.
Yeah. So this is the elusive.
And it's Skull Woods.
Oh my! This isn't an item though. We already have both the items. Or no? Yes, we got both items. I believe. Did we get any of the items?
I think we got one item.
We did get both items. I think we ended up getting one item. Yeah, either that or 1 or 0 items out of here. So I remember seeing a lot of not items.
I believe there was an item in the big chest.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Could be making that up.
Either the big chest or the last chest.
So who wants to do Hammer Mothula?
Ack does. I prefer Fire Rod Mothula personally, but that's just me. He's just showing off.
I mean, when you got half magic and like all the magic in the world, Fire Rod is clearly the superior method.
It was good, and there's the other item. It was just 20 rupees.
Doesn't matter, got crystal. Indeed.
Okay, so now we are confirmed we only actually need flippers for go mode right now.
Correct.
Where flippers are, it's anyone's guess. Flippers could be locked behind another progression item.
Flippers in mire.
So, Spike Cave is not required, Mushroom is not required. Hyrule Castle. Acktheboker, here we go.
Hey,
it's gonna be in the
well.
This
is 5 items, one of which could be the flipper. Yay, my dream is coming true. I have very low expectations for dreams.
Yeah, it was almost vanilla.
Yep, just slightly left of vanilla. Which is what I call my new ice cream flavor. Just slightly left of vanilla.
Wait, does Furaime have? Oh no, Furaime just...
found this cave.
Found this cave, which has arrows. I forget where this cave was, though.
Well, we're gonna find out, won't we?
Oh, this is the, okay. Yeah, these haven't been gone to yet. Interesting.
Just finding
nothing. Okay.
Worthless house.
There was an item, but it was nothing.
So I know that two pretty good trackers exist for this, for entrance randomizer. If you're looking to try it out, there's Zarby's tracker and there's Orpheus's tracker, which, interestingly enough, those were the 2 people who were running in the last match I commentated.
I believe like Nicolachi or something, or someone made a one based off of Cross Products tracker as well. That's the one I'm using.
Nice.
Looks like Furaime is not going to the bottom of Paradox Cave. Oh, yes, he is. Okay. So it looks like Furaime will be following Ack onto the top of Hyrule Castle now.
That's why you gotta remember that cave has 3 exits. It sneaks up on you.
Oh, actually, no. Furaime has completed all the same dungeons. They're a fairly close race right now.
So we have a race on our hands.
Ack definitely is holding a lead, but like I said, we're looking at Master Sword, Silverless Ganon right now. So
taking bets on blue balls.
Indeed.
There's one.
Throws a boomerang at him. Blue boomerang for your blue balls.
Indeed. 3 down and 3 to go for Ack.
Yep.
Furaime is going to be doing Fire Rod strats on Mothula. Just one more for Ack.
Yep, and it's a blue ball.
Getting blue balled.
Well, as long as this one isn't a blue ball, he doesn't have to watch another.
Got it.
There we go. Okay, and managed to get Mothula down on Furaime's side. Another check there.
So
and Ack, I imagine,
saving and quitting.
Yep, yeah, heading straight to the well. So what do you think? Do you think flippers are in the well?
It seems likely at this point.
Or do you think we're not done with this seed at this point?
It would be an interesting development if they weren't there. Let's just put it that way.
I think Mirror would probably be the most interesting thing to come out of here, because that gives them access to a bunch more places, including like Mire.
Indeed.
This still could potentially be a pedestal seed. We'll be finding out very shortly if this seed is still going or if it's going to be over in the next 10 minutes.
We've got a cape.
Cape that doesn't really open anything.
Tempered sword.
Cool. But we're not Master Sword anymore.
Everybody feel better.
There's the
there
flippers.
They are.
There's the book.
And
there's the butter sword.
Butter sword!
That was the most ridiculous lumberjack well cave I've ever seen.
My God. Well so, then, indeed.
I guess, let's just finish this run now, I guess.
We called it almost 2 hours ago. It was likely that the Aghanim Tower would be required, and look what happens.
It was a fantastic call. And one thing to note, that Furaime is actually closer than it seems right now, because of kind of the lag putting him behind. He's about 40 seconds ahead of where his screen is at right now.
Indeed.
So I believe Ack is still definitely ahead by a bit. He's not ahead by as much as it looks.
So, the only things left on Ack's checklist are Go Mode Swamp Palace and Ganon himself.
Yep.
Go Mode Swamp Palace being one of the fastest Go Modes compared to its full clear.
Yep, you can skip all the chests. You don't even need the big key.
Is it faster than Go Mode Ice Palace, you think?
As a direct comparison? Probably close to the same. No, it's definitely faster. It's quite a bit to get through that first part of Ice Palace.
Right. But does it save more time than Go Mode Ice Palace?
Well, you do have to get one chest. That is always a key, so I don't even think of it as a chest.
Yeah, the chest in the front's not a chest. It's a key storage receptacle. Well,
anyway, so yeah, entrance shuffle is that. There we go, perfect. We have a button for that.
Looks like we once again won't be seeing our Dark World sponsor.
Nope. No Dark World shopping mall. And now I'm just kind of curious where Sazrala was.
Probably in the Dark World shopping mall.
Probably.
Would be my guess. I think Deterministic Chest would make a decent band name.
I don't know. It could be misconstrued something different, I guess.
I mean, that is the point.
Yeah, fair enough.
That gonna make pretty quick work of Argus.
Yep.
I mean, merely requiring a couple of slashes, really. Doing spins for just because you can. Furaime is dropping quite a few frames, and that's just the way it's gonna have to be. Alright, Ack is heading over to Ganon's Tower. Meanwhile, Furaime be heading over to Swamp Palace to finish that off.
Yep, gotta make the long run back to
I said
Acktheboker.
Ganon's Tower. I meant Ganon himself. He's in the Batcave.
See?
I did it too. You're
It's
right.
not that hard. Or easy. Or something. Anyway,
Oh, wait.
Frown getting all of his weapons and his flippers.
Yep. There's a literal arsenal down here.
And a cape. Maybe this is the, like that, the room of requirement for, Harry Potter.
Yeah. I mean, or
the
it could be the
kinetic
actual Batcave.
Got him go mode. Okay, well, Ack is on Ganon himself. Just 6 hits with the Butter Sword for the first couple phases. And we're already on phase 2.
Yep.
And that should be
Ack doing
20.
like 12 or so slashes on Ganon because, as they say, there is no kill like overkill.
You just gotta be sure, you know? Sometimes you just haven't done enough.
Yep. Getting pretty good Ganon teleport luck.
There was 0
Until I
until
say
that one.
something.
Yeah, you have to say something. Oh, there's only 2, that's fine.
I saw like
For now.
9 earlier today. I was like, what are
Yeah.
you doing?
Swamp Palace
Silver
actually
Green
had the
Swamp.
silvers too. Wow. Okay, so the way to do the silverless fight on Ganon is you have to wait for him to start teleporting, and then you can do a spin attack to hit him during that. You can hit him with a regular too, it's just hard to time.
Right. The spin attack just makes it easier to hit.
Yep.
And
Takes
if you
12
hear
hits.
if you hear the sound where he goes, "Arr!" that means you hit him.
Yep. Kind of flashes a bit.
Takes 12 spins with either the gold, the butter sword, or the tempered sword. Takes 24 with the master sword, which is awful.
Yep.
So one thing I learned when practicing Silverless Ganon is, so he throws these fire bats, and you should dodge them,
Yeah, that's
or you will die.
you can get knocked off for sure. There he goes. Pretty solid Ganon execution.
And so, Acktheboker has completed this run. Looks like a sub 2 run.
Yeah. Sub 2 run, it's very nice. With a no flute, no mirror, no flippers for most of it.
We have an official SRL time of 1 hour, 58 minutes, and 37 seconds.
Hopefully we can get a chance to get him in here in a bit.
So we had a Titanless, mirrorless
Talking about it.
Hey, Ack, how you doing?
Mirror is the new lamp in Shuffle.
Accurate, yes, I can agree.
What is Mirror indeed?
I'm curious where it actually was at this point, because with Titan Bits sitting on that whatever it was, the island the entire run, it's kind of like, oh, I wonder if those are required.
Turns out no, but
Yeah.
what do you know?
So yeah, at the end there, Furaime was pretty much just following in your footsteps. Like you both, or he went to Paradox Cave probably a few minutes after you, and he's just finishing now.
Wow. Yeah, I'm actually really surprised that he hadn't already finished. I mean, I get it. It was a very weird way to... I would have done Aga if I would have ever found it. I was ready to pull that trigger, but you had to go on a one-way gate to get there, and then that entrance didn't really seem to have too much value to it. I mean, it just dropped you off on the top of Death Mountain, or it could have just dropped you off on Death Mountain Ascent and not really given you much.
Yeah.
Yep. Eventually it had to come up on your priority list somewhere, right?
I mean, I was getting a little flustered and running out of things to do. I wasn't feeling very good. I felt really good at the beginning, and all of a sudden that feeling just started to feel like terror.
Yeah, we were actually I was having the same issue personally. I was kind of going through progressions, I'm like, I don't have a map up, but I'm trying to think of places he hasn't been yet. And then you went to Paradox, and I'm like, oh yeah, neither of them have actually been there yet. To that last entry.
So Furaime is now on his Ganon fight. Am I seeing this right, or did Furaime not pick up butter?
It looks like he had yellow sword.
Oh, okay. It just looked brown to me for some reason. Maybe I was just seeing fire bats or something.
It's hard to tell with the slideshow, but...
Oh yeah, he did mention his internet was messing up.
Yeah,
yep.
It's been a slideshow for a lot of the game. It's interesting in a couple spots.
I saw a yellow pixel. We're good.
Yep, yellow butter.
So, fun seed though. Yeah, I think the only thing I had left to check outside of Paradox Cave was the right side of the desert. I never went there, but I don't know. I wasn't feeling like what I was looking for was in the Dark World at this point.
The right side of desert.
I don't think you checked that either. Actually,
you're talking about the corridor between swamp and the desert, or what? Oh, the right side of desert palace.
Yeah, like inside desert.
Okay.
It's so risky jumping in and out of places in the Dark World because you might never be able to go back.
Yeah, you also actually never jumped out at Laser Bridge, which ended up being Mire.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, which had nothing, but...
Wow, I that was in the back of my head too, that one as well, but I was tired of being in the Dark World because everywhere I went I had to save and quit and go back.
Yeah. It's quite a bit of time to get back.
Needs more mirror.
Yeah.
Needs more mirror, needs more... Yeah, mostly mirror.
And there's Furaime with a finish.
GG.
Yeah, just a few minutes
official
behind.
SRL time on that one of 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 26 seconds. So less than 4 minutes separating our two competitors here today.
It was a close one. You guys did very similar routing for a lot of that run, actually. Like, you both went to... Like, the very start, you both literally followed each other to Death Mountain.
I did, like, the most ridiculous routing I've ever done because I wanted to make sure I did something different.
Basically, the only real divergence you guys did was he was in Ice Palace. He was in Ice Palace when you were in Eastern, and you were in Eastern. He was in Eastern when you were in Ice Palace.
Wow.
Basically, yeah.
Crazy.
Like, he did Ice Palace a lot earlier than you did. But he actually did did Dark Maze and Pod when you guys were both there.
He actually finished it with 3 hearts?
Yeah. He had picked up a 4th one somewhere, I think, before, but yeah.
Wow, what a show-off.
No, he...
Oh, no, he had 3. You had 4.
He had 3. He never finished. He got 4 afterwards.
Yeah. A couple divergences. Like he went down to South Shore a bit earlier than you did.
Right.
But he didn't get the boots until after you still, because he didn't check off of that until even after doing Ice Palace. Yeah, I think most of the time he lost, honestly, was the Ice Palace. He ended up doing... He didn't have hookshot for it, so he ended up doing the kind of awkward thing of going straight down and finishing Cold Stare and then coming back for the rest of the chests.
Okay.
I don't know if Furaime is going to want to come in here, you know, on account of all the internet issues he's been having, but I mean, he'd be welcome to.
He is in chat, though, so if you have any questions for him in there.
Yeah, South Shore was, like... I put that off for so long because I found out where the old man exited out of, and I was like, you know what? I got this in my back pocket. Let me at least make sure I can do a bunch of other stuff just to make sure I'm like, at least I have enough to get the full route of it. And I'm not sure what happened with the fake flipper and the hobo. My guy turned into a ghost, and I felt like I was standing in the right spot, but it wouldn't do it. So I got scared and saved and quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was because of the restream messing up on your thing or if it was actually a ghost, so interesting.
Yeah, he turned into a ghost, so I got scared.
Yeah.
Oh, 164 locations, premiere. It's solid, man. I love this game.
So every place you checked?
Yeah. I felt like it was going to be a really quick seed. I mean, it really had the potential to be a quick seed. All you had to do was just check that back of Paradox Cave, and I was very thorough checking most of the exits, and I just didn't want to do that one because it just didn't seem like it had value.
Can't turn around, yep. And then it's a long run to get back to Kakariko from most places.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was still a sub 2 hour.
Convenient sank.
That's probably the first sub 2 hour full shuffle I've had in a long time.
Excellent.
Relatively quick. It was pretty good, really good execution the whole route for you as well.
Yeah, it felt good. I knew I had to play well to beat Furaime because he's really good. So I tried to focus a little extra harder.
So I believe your opponent in the next round would be Amazing Ampharos. What are you thinking about that one?
Let's just worry about today.
That's a 22 bonks.
I was making the interesting comment earlier that I'm actually commentating for the match for two people that both beat me in this tournament. Because you and Furaime were the two that knocked me out.
Oh, you had to play both. Oh.
I played Furaime in the first round, and I kind of wanted the rematch, but then like, well, you beat me. Oh well, I'll watch the rematch.
I almost pog-champed real hard about that item menu time, and then I remembered, oh yeah, quick swap.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, how about that well?
I wasn't even surprised. I mean, I knew that those 4 items were there and locked by Aga. I'm like just waiting. I'm like, show up, Aga. I can't wait. I don't care. If I don't have a lamp or not, I'm doing this right now. And I was like, I never found it. At this point, I'm like, wait, is it on the table anymore?
I was waiting for some convoluted route that had like a bookless, like Swamp Palace had the book, but Pedestal had flippers, but you needed to find Meyer on the mirror somewhere. And it was just like some convoluted route to actually get the flippers at the end of that bit.
There was still the potential for another like 45 minutes of seed there, but it just didn't get realized.
I mean, I guess, but I don't know. I felt like once it was just locked down to the flippers that like I was very certain that they were in the well. I just needed to figure out how to get there. I did figure it was going to be like mirror to ag to well. That's kind of what I thought.
Yeah, there wasn't too much left without mirror that you could check really.
Yeah. And at that point, I had mapped out most of the exits, and I know we had knocked out all the, big caves, which I think every single one of them had nothing but trash.
Blind was my favorite. 20 rupee, and then 2 more 20 rupees. And then you found Hookshot Cave right after, which had like 2 more.
Man. I know, I was like, alright, this is it. No.
This one's
gonna be it. No.
No.
There was more hype in the hype cave's location than the actual hype cave.
Yeah.
There was the bow in that place, at least.
Oh, that's right. That was early though.
Yeah, that was a pretty early bow, actually. I'm used to bow being one of the troll items in these seats.
And then Turtle Rock, that was a very... you had to go through Hookshot Cave up to get on top of the mountain to get to it. I mean, I had all the items to do Turtle Rock so early, and I'm like, alright, I'm pretty sure it's in the Dark World, and I'm like, where is it though? Like, there's like one place left I could check, and I was almost positive it was that pod, but pod was just an extension to get to it. That really surprised me, that Hookshot Cave. I was like, well, are there any dungeons in this game? Did we run out? I don't know.
Where are the dungeons? Are they all on Hyrule Castle? Turns out yes, but... or top of Death Mountain is still a thing too. Including like both of the drop down points and the lift rock as well. Yeah.
I mean, I guess I guess there are 4 entrances.
I think
up
the
there.
lift rock they got that thing.
No, we didn't get. I didn't get. Never went to those. I don't think.
Am I thinking of the wrong lift rock?
The Titan Mitt required lift rock on the bottom of Eastern Death Mountain.
Oh, okay. Yes, then I'm thinking of the wrong lift rock.
Yeah. Shirley Meyer was over there. I guess the Front of Desert had to be there. Spiral Cave most likely was over there. That accounts for 3 of them. I don't know
Spiral Cave was Light World somewhere. I think it was 5 actually, because Hera, Top, the 2 drop points, and then the lift rock.
Oh, maybe the 4th one was the front side of the escape for the old man.
Oh yeah, that was one of them as well. Yep.
And then there was Race Game 2. I'm not sure what that one would have been.
28 bonks over on Furaime's side. Again, very close race for both of you. That was a very, very fun race to watch.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it quite a bit. I enjoyed bringing commentary to you for this.
Well, thank you for the commentary. Well, I'll thank you now, but I'm gonna watch it, and I might go back and I might have some words with you.
I don't think I said anything too offensive, other than like being on speed, but we figured that out.
I don't know. We did talk about NSYNC at one point.
There is that.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Chat might have had a little fun with that. Just a little.
So Furaime saying he was looking for Paradox Cave and he found Pod. If he found Paradox before going to Pod, he'd have done that.
He didn't find the other. Okay.
Alright, well, I think that's probably going to do it for our broadcast this evening. Thank you once again to both runners for a very entertaining race. Give these runners a follow and a, your support, your GGs across the board, because they deserve it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, finishing, I believe this is like a top 6 finish for Furaime. If I'm finding the brackets right, 1 second. How many people are left? Like a top 8. It's a top 8, I believe, actually. Ish.
Nice. So yeah, the
double elimination brackets are hard.
Yeah, it's kind of a mess.
So congrats to him. That was well done in this tournament. And congrats to Ack for advancing.
Yep, congratulations. Today we have one more race already on the schedule for tomorrow. It'll be early tomorrow morning at
9 hours.
11 a.m. Eastern Time. I believe it was.
Yep, 9 hours.
Oh, 10 a.m. Eastern Time then, right?
11.
No, 11. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. I'm just Central Time and I can't do math today. Okay. So yeah, 9 hours left between now and then, so that'll be fun.
Yep, that'll be Gem and Pika Pals are the finals of the winners bracket, actually.
Indeed. So that's going to be quite a thing. I know Gem is in chat right now. Go to bed.
Jim's staying up. He's studying his notebook for tomorrow's race all night.
All night. He's just going to race all night. We're just going to be completely doing entrance
randoms. You want to do an entrance race?
I'd also like to Thank our trackers, Lude, and then Duke came in a bit later since Lude had to get some sleep. So thank you to both of them. Thank you to Feasel for once again restreaming this great tournament. And thank you to Bob for being my co-commentator. It was great.
Yes, and Freddie, you have sort of outdone yourself and probably outdone me in the process. It's gonna be great. Anyway, so yes, speed gaming is what you're watching right now. We have races all the time, and we've got tons of things coming up, including the new open mode tournament that will be starting very shortly.
Yeah, right after the entrance round will be the first qualifier, I believe, actually.
And so
Speed
Gaming, Speed Gaming 2, all these channels for all your speed run needs. And make sure you give those a follow, and thank you once again to all of the restreamers and everybody in this tournament who has made it such a joy to commentate for.
Agreed.
Did somebody say entrance race?
Definitely not doing that. Nope, not at all.
All right, so that's gonna do it for me. Thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you all later.
Have a great night, everyone.